Hello everyone, welcome to ServiceNow Mastery Series. Today we are going to see some of the question scenarios on UI policies. So, and afterward we will see client script. So the real world scenarios includes one of the scenario which comes into my mind is and is asked in the one interview as well. A company wants to make the work notes feel to be mandatory when the incident is in progress state and the assigned to field is populated. How do you achieve this? There's a question. Let me just repeat it. When the incident is in progress state, make the work note field to be mandatory, right? And the assigned to field is populated. How do you achieve it? So, to like, if we're just going to make this answer into step by step, so we have to create a one UI policy on the incident table, right? The condition would be the state will be in progress and the assigned to field is populated, and the assigned to field is not empty, right? So then we have to make the UI policy action, that is work notes mandatory. So how can we achieve it? So we'll just go to the UI policy. In this course, you will not only see the content, but also you will explore new scenarios and new questions which can be asked in an interview. So we're going to create the UI policy. Short description, I would just copy paste the short description, right? The order will be like 200. I'm keeping it. So the condition is when the state is in progress and assigned to field is not empty. So these are all the operators you can choose this, like is not empty, is not empty. So I'm just choosing that assigned to is not empty. So this this thing you also have to keep in mind that on UI policy conditions you can apply so many conditions you can apply, and or operators are given here, and in the UI policy actions as well you can apply, if you want to make the work notes field mandatory, and with that work notes you also want to make the category field to be mandatory, so you can also just apply multiple conditions actions on the UI policy. So these two are the conditions. Now I'm going to just save it. And also in this example, I'll show you related list action. Then we just are going for the one UI policy action and the another one is UI policy related action. So first we will go to make the work note field mandatory. So I'm just choosing the field name, that is work notes, right? And I'm just making it mandatory and then submit it. So this is the UI policy action I have made, and also with the condition of work notes I'm also showing you right now related list action as well. So I told you, right, in the related list action comes as the task SLA, affected CI, impacted CI, and the parent child incidents and all. So I want to make the affected CI or like the impacted CI as so in the UI policy related list action, if interviewer asks you that what is the difference in UI policy action and the what features is there in the related list action UI policy, so you can just only say like we can only make it visible or invisible. You can't make it mandatory or read only, right? So this is the only difference which I want to show you. I make it visible as a true, or I'll make it visible as a false. 1 minute. Visible as true, right? So I'm just making it false. So this impacted CI services will not be visible to you, right? And I just click on update. And now it's a time to check to verify our result, that is incident. We come on the incident, then create new, click on create new. So when the assigned to field is not empty, right? So assigned to field also uh, we have to fill it. Caller also we have to fill it, right? And yeah, when the state is in progress. So first we have to make this incident form as save. I've saved it like short description, state is in progress. Now assign to, I'm again mentioning it. Okay, category, because the assignment group is not coming. So see, the in previous video we have made a one UI policy, right? It will when the category is inquiry, so the assignment group will get hidden. So that's why it's not coming. But now it's coming when I change the category to hardware. So let me just save it. So work note which should be mandatory, because the state is in progress and the assigned to also I have mentioned. So the work note state is the mandatory. So I just put it as a LAN issue only, right? And one more thing, affected CI child incident, but impacted CI is not coming. So as you can see, pop-up also comes as it's a mandatory field, you have to fill it. Then click on save. So you can see task SLA affected and the child incidents are there. So in this way, you can make practice on UI policy. Another UI policy scenario also we are going to see now. If the priority is critical, make the impact field visible and mandatory. If the priority is anything else, hide the impact field. Okay. So this is our next scenario. We don't need scripting in all these things. Okay, we only just need the UI policies. So I just click on new, and so my scenario is when the priority is a critical, make the impact field visible and mandatory also. If priority is anything else, a priority 2, 3, 4, 5, hide the impacted field. Order I'm giving it as 300, right? When the priority when the priority is critical 1, then I'm making impacted field. Okay, so visible and mandatory. We come to the UI policy actions, click on new and make the impact field. Yeah, impact field mandatory and visible. Visible and mandatory. And we just click on submit. So when the priority is anything else, it will hide the impact field. The reverse if also we have chosen, right? So now it's a time to look, test our UI policy. That is if the priority field, okay. Yes, so we have applied this UI policy, and will now look our what our condition is when the priority is critical, then only the impact field will be visible, and make the field as mandatory, impact field as mandatory. But when I'm just changing the priority, so the impact field also disappears, right? So this we have looked on it. These are scenario. So now the questions also arise like, can the UI policy run on the list view or only on the forms? So, what is the list view? List view is when you just go to the list of any table. So, this incident table, when you just came here on the list view, then also the UI policies be able to apply on the list view. No, the UI policies will only be apply on the form, which executes first. Okay, so UI policy or the client script. But yes, we will go into this question after letting the client script know to you, right? How to debug if the UI policy is not working? Debugging is very much important in service now. So how to debug if the UI policy is not working? First, we will see that the conditions is evaluated to true or not, like it is activated. First of all, we will see that it is activated or not, that UI policy. If the active checkbox is tick, then we have to see what all the conditions it evaluates to true or not. We have applied the conditions as correct or not. Then we have to see that the UI policy actions are active or not, and it's correct or not. Check if the global or the correct view. You remember, right? I have told you about the view as well. Like there are several of the views. For example, desktop view or the mobile view. So many several views are also there. So we have to look that the view is there or not. Next, you we can use a system diagnostic as well, like the session debug, form policy, or the client script. We can also use it. So we have seen this much only in this video. We will just then look into client script in our next video. Till then, bye bye.